Hello, I'm Jarvis, an artificial intelligence assistant developed using Python programming language, machine learning, natural language processing, and neural networks. Created by Arbaz Khan. If you are interested in artificial intelligence, IoT, home automation, or a Marvel's Iron Man movie fan, then this course is for you. In this course, you are going to learn how to create home automation using the Arduino Uno board and control light, fan, etc. up to 4 devices at a time using Jarvis AI voice assistant. If you buy a smart light, it will cost at least $15 or 1,200 Indian rupees. At the same price, we are going to convert our 4 normal devices into a smart device using Arduino and Python programming. This course is for beginner level to an intermediate level course. Let me show you the end result of the course.
Of all, there is a lamp on my desk, as you can see. So it is a smart lamp that can turn on automatically when it is too dark. So it solves my problem of turning on a light in my room when it is evening. So this lamp automatically turns on when it is dark, and there is also a feature of turning on the lamp after the 6 p.m. and it is automatically turned off after morning 6 a.m. So let me show you this feature of my smart room. So let me turn off the lights. So as you guys can see, it has turned on the lamp automatically when it gets too dark in the room. So let me turn on the lights. So as you guys can see, it has turned on the lamp also when the lights are on. So that was the feature of this assistant. So let me show you another feature of this AI assistant. Turn on the lights, Jarvis.
Okay, sir, turning on the lights.
Turn off lights, Jarvis.
Okay, sir, turning off the lights.
So as you guys can see, it has turned on the lights and it can control the lights.
So, do you liked it what you saw? Then what are you waiting for? Click the enroll button now to get started with the course. Okay, I need to go, Mr. Stark is back. Thanks for watching, love you 3000.
Welcome to this course in which you are going to learn how you can create a home automation system using Arduino Uno board and our Jarvis AI assistant which we created in our previous course. If you are not aware of that, I will leave a link to that course in the description of this video, so you can go there and enroll in that course and you can learn how you can create an personalized AI assistant Jarvis using Python programming language. In this course, we are going to focus on doing home automation using that Jarvis AI assistant, and we are going to control our devices like light, fan and switches using our Jarvis. So for that we are going to use a microcontroller named Arduino Uno board. So I will be an instructor. My name is Arbaz Khan and I will be teaching you how you can do this home automation project using the Jarvis AI assistant, and I will be teaching you all the things from the very basics to an intermediate level. This course is focused for the beginners in home automation, IoT, and you will be learning all the things from the very basics of Arduino as well as the home automation. So without wasting your time, let's move to our next video of this course. So in this section, we are going to discuss about all the components that are required for this home automation project. So basically in this entire series, we are going to use this Arduino Uno board. using which we are going to do the home automation using our Jarvis AI assistant, and we are going to learn all these things from the very basics of Arduino by just trying to blinking this LED over the Arduino board. And after that we are going to blink this LED, which is an external LED, and after that we are going to even try to blink a bulb using this Arduino Uno board and this relay board. So let me give you a brief overview of all the components that are required for this home automation project. So first of all, as you can see, here is an Arduino Uno board. You can get it, it is a very cheap a microcontroller. You can get it under $5 or even less than that, and in the Indian rupees it will be around 400 to 500 rupees. So you can buy it easily. You can get it over Amazon or Flipkart in India, and if you are from outside, so you can purchase it from Amazon. So here is another component that is required for this home automation, and this is the main component that will controlling our device. So here is a relay board. It is a 4-channel relay board using which we are going to do control the devices or the appliances like light, fan, and switches. So as you can see, here it is. So you can get a 8-channel or 16-channel relay as well to control more than 4 devices. You can control 8 and 16 devices respectively. So it will cost you around three to $4, or it will be around 4 to 500 rupees Indian. So you can easily get it from any local electronics shop, or you can buy it from Amazon or Flipkart. And we are going to use this LED, and here is a USB cable which comes with the Arduino Uno board, so using which we can connect our Arduino with our laptop or computer easily. We are going to also require some additional things which are basically electrical things, so let me just show you that as well. So we are going to also require a bulb holder which looks like this. If you are from other countries, so you can find a bulb holder which is appropriate with your bulb, and we are going to connect some wire with it, so we are going to require this as well. So it is also a very cheap product. You can easily find it in your local electrical shop, and using which we are going to do some experiment with our Arduino and relay board and try to control some bulb or some stuff with it. So that was the component overview of this course. So basically these components are required for the home automation, and it will cost you under $10 or $12 or 1200 Indian rupees. So basically it is a very cheap home automation, and you can control up to 4 devices with it. And if you are going to buy a smart bulb, that will only cost you $12 or around 1200 Indian rupees. So basically in that price only we are going to control up to 4 devices and make them smart devices. So without wasting a time, let's move into the course. So in this section of the course, we are going to work with this Arduino Uno board, using which we can create IoT as well as robotics project. So we are going to focus on home automation using this Arduino Uno board, and in the end of this section we are going to integrate this Arduino Uno board with our Jarvis AI assistant, which we created in our previous course, which was learn to create AI assistant Jarvis with Python. So if you are new to this course and you don't know about that course, so I will leave the link to that course in the description of this video, so you can go there and sign up for that course as well to learn about the AI assistant. So basically this is a microcontroller using which we can control different kinds of sensor like temperature sensor, motion sensor, and LDR sensors, and there are many more sensors which we can control using this Arduino board. There are endless possibilities of creating projects using this Arduino Uno board. So let me give you a brief overview of this board. So basically there are some pins on this board, as you can see. So these ones from 0 to 13 are the digital pins, so we can connect digital sensors on this part of the board, and we can control the digital sensors using these pins. And there are also analog pins on this board using which we can control the analog sensors with this board. And there are power supplies here available for powering up our sensors through this board itself. So here is a 5 volt and 3.3 volt for the power supply for the sensors, and here are some LEDs which are present on this Arduino Uno board. So we can also control these LEDs using the Arduino program, so which we'll be doing in the next video. So here are some power supplies using which we can power up this Arduino Uno board. So basically the first one is a USB connection using which we can connect it with our laptop or computer's USB cable, USB port, and power it up. And the other way is we can connect it with a 9 volt battery using which the board will get power up. And here is the IC, the microcontroller IC of this board. So in the next video we are going to install the Arduino software on our computer and see how we can make a program that can control this LED over the board and blink it. So let's move to the next video. So in this video we are going to install the Arduino IDE software on our system. So for that we are going to search on Google Arduino IDE, and after searching on Google we will find the first result, which will be Arduino software IDE. So we are going to click over it and we are going to scroll down and you will see the download page for this Arduino IDE software. So we will be installing it on our Windows system. So we will click on the first link, which will be Windows installer for Windows 7 and up, and it will redirect to this page, which will be a contribution page for the Arduino community. So if you are interested in contributing this to this Arduino software, so you can also contribute them by clicking contribute and download. So you have to pay some amount and contribute to this Arduino software, but we are going to just click on just download, and we are going to download it for free. So after clicking it, so it will start downloading on our system. So I have already downloaded it on my system. So after downloading, we will click on the installer, and it will open up this page, which will be license agreement. So we will click on I agree, and we are going to click on next, and it will install it on our system. So it will take some time for installing it on our system. So basically this Arduino software will be using C and C++ code. It will be a combination of both of these, and we can't use the Python with this Arduino Uno board, but we will be trying to control this Arduino Uno board with our Python code using our Jarvis AI assistant. So it will be a really cool thing that we can control this Arduino Uno board with our Python code. So in the end of this session, we are going to learn how we can control this C and C++ code with our Arduino. So it is asking me to install the drivers. So I will install all the drivers it is asking for. So I will just click on install. So it will install all the drivers for me. And it has completely installed on my system. So I will just click on close. And after clicking on close, I will just minimize this. And as you can see, I have got the executable file of this Arduino Uno board. So let me just open the IDE for this Arduino IDE. and it is typing the IDE for us. And we are going to click allow access, and we have successfully installed the IDE on our system. So let me give you a brief overview of this IDE. So first of all, you can see there is a pre-built sketch which the Arduino IDE gives us when we start a new program. So you can see there is a void setup and a void loop. So the void setup is basically the code which you want to run only once while the program starts, and the loop is like when you want to run the code repeatedly, like you want to implement for a while loop. So you can use this while void loop part for that, and you can use to define the pins, you can use the void setup part, and there are different options on this board. So let me show you the different options on this IDE. So first of all, you can see there are file, edit, sketch. So you can in the sketch part you can see there is a verify and compile part, and there is a upload part. So using the verify and compile, you can compile the program, and if you click on this upload button, so it will upload the code to our Arduino board after connecting it with our computer. So there is another option which is tools. So you can see there are different option available here like serial port and Arduino board. So we are going to be using Arduino Uno, so it has already selected the Arduino Uno board. And so after connecting the Arduino Uno board, we will get this port also. So we need to select the port which we are connected with on our computer. So that was a little brief overview of this IDE. So let's move into the next video, and we are going to try to bring the LED of the Arduino board itself every 1 second. So let's move to the next video. So many of you guys are getting error while installing Python and VS Code. So for that I'm making this video. So in this video we are going to set up the Python as well as the VS Code on our system. You will get the downloadable exe file of the Python in the resources section, and I will be adding a link to the VS Code in the description of this video, so you can go there and download it from there. So after downloading both of these software, we are going to install it on our system. So first of all, we will click on the exe file of Python, and after that this thing will pop up. So we are going to first of all select this add Python 3.6 to path, and so after that we are going to click on the customize installation, and you can see we are redirected to this page. So it has already selected all these things, so we will be keeping this thing, and we will click on next. And after coming to this page, we are going to click on install for all users, and we are going to click on install. So you can see which all things are selected. So you need to select all these things and click on install. So it will install the Python on our system and also set the path for Python on our system. So let it install it on our system, and after it has installed successfully, we are going to open our command prompt and type Python over it, so we can check whether Python is working or not. So as you guys can see, it has successfully installed the Python on our system. So we are going to just click on close, and we are going to search CMD in the start menu, and we are going to open the command prompt, and we will type Python over here. So as you can see, it has opened the Python shell on our system. So we have successfully installed Python on our system. So let's just also check for the pip command if it is working or not. So if we type pip, so it should give such output. So as you can see, it has successfully installed the pip as well. So now what we'll do is we will install the VS Code IDE on our system. So we will click on the exe file of the VS Code, and we are going to do OK. And After that, it will open this page for us. So we will click on I accept the agreement, and we are going to click on next, and we are going to again click on next, and we are going to click on next. We are going to select this create a desktop icon, and again we are going to click on next, install. So it will install the VS Code IDE on our system. Once the installation is finished, so we are going to open the IDE and set up the Python in the IDE as well. So as you can see, it has successfully installed the VS Code IDE on our system. So we are going to click on finish and launch. So it will open the VS Code IDE for us. So here is the welcome page of this IDE. So we are going to click on new file, and we are going to first of all click Ctrl+S to save this file, and we are going to name it as jarvis.py, and the type will be all, and we are going to save it. So we have now successfully created the Python file. So now what we are going to do is we are going to click on this icon, which is extensions, and we are going to go onto this extensions icon, and after going to this icon, we are going to see this marketplace where we can install different kinds of extension for our VS Code. So if we are going to work with Python, so we are going to just click on this first extension, which is Python extension, and we are going to just click on install. So it will install the Python extension on our VS Code, using which we can work with Python code. Or if you don't get this Python at first, so you can also search here Python, so you will get the first link for this Python extension which we are going to use. So once it is finished installed, so we can see the Python version which will be available here. So it has successfully installed the Python extension on our VS Code. So as you can see, we can see the Python version here. So if you have multiple Python versions, so you can click on here and select the Python version 3.6, which will be available in the resources section. So you can install that version as well. You can use multiple version of Python with this VS Code IDE. So if you want to change the version, so you can click on here and you can select the multiple version of Python. So we have only one version right now, but if you have already installed Python on your system, so you can select from the multiple Python option, and you need to select the Python 3.6 from there. So that was it for this video. So let's move to the next session of this course.